One of the topics most invoked in the Russia-Ukraine war is the Holocaust and who was the bad guy during the Holocaust. Well, it's important to note that the Nazis killed in Ukraine 1.3 million Jews, and they didn't do that alone. They did it with the help of a lot of local Ukrainians, and we can't forget that. And the same is true for Belarus, where my family lived in the town of Radin. The locals definitely helped kill the families. That being said, does not make the Russians of a good, clear history. They too, during the Holocaust, the years before, there were many, many, many Jews sent to Siberia. There was persecution of Jews. There was Stalin, who was an anti-Semite. And it's hard to say that if the Nazis would have made it all the way across Russia, that the local Russians would not have helped them, because they probably would. So it's not that one side is better than the other in the sense of their history, but at the same time we need to remember the Red Army is the one who fought the Nazis. With all the history, we just need to learn the lesson, and that is that war is terrible, and the country that instigated the war now, which has displaced more than 1 million people, is Russia. And so, from that perspective, it's not about the history. The fact that Ukrainians helped kill Jews during the Holocaust does not justify an invasion and displacement of 1 million people. In fact, more war creates more death and destruction, and nobody wants that. And so we need to remember the history. And yes, it doesn't clear the history of Ukraine. We stand with Ukraine because we stand with democracy and freedom and a rules-based order. But we definitely remember the history there. We also remember Russia's history, both for good in the sense of in the sense of the Red Army fighting Hitler. By the way, hundreds of thousands of which were Jewish. And also we remember Siberia, we remember the gulags, Stalin, and all that. So the bottom line is there's few good people in Europe's history, and there's now more than ever just a need to bring calm and peace. Shabbat shalom.